Okay, I swear, if I have to film this video one more time, film this like 50 times. But okay, this is Luke Farrell, and I'm going to show you my updated fragrance collection as of 2019. I'm going to first start off on how I got into fragrances. I actually filmed this on Halloween night originally, but sorry, this is a different house I'm in right now. But, actually, when I was in elementary, middle school, I used to really like Axe and the body spray, and I wore it a lot. And I came to realize it's not very good once I started getting actual fragrances. But, my first fragrance I got was from my uncle. It leaked when he put it in his bag. And it's because it's probably my favorite fragrance of all time, or one of them. And I'm not going to say what it is right now. Sorry, it's moving around. But, I used to just buy whatever fragrance I could, and I sold a lot of them, actually, because they were, like, classic match, like the knockoff stuff, and, just crap fragrances. And, so, yeah, and so I'm going to start off with, I actually did this video a while back, a year ago or so, and it got really bad, it didn't get good, it wasn't real well received from the people who saw it. So, first up is Cool Water by Davidoff, and this is the mild deodorant, and they said it was the same thing as Eau de Toilette, but I don't really think so. And I'm just going to start off with the ones that I don't really like. So next up is Burberry Brit Rhythm. Got this at Marshall's. It low-key reminded me of Versace Eros when I got it. Now I don't think so. The cap's all weird for some reason. I worn this one time and it got me one compliment by my mom's friends who helped worked on our house in Apple Valley. It was like, I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a lake community, and you can go out, you get boats and stuff, and there's like a clubhouse with a gym, and there's outdoor pool, indoor pool. It's really cool. And we live we can see the lake. It's like across the street, but it's a really good neighborhood. And that was Burberry Brit Rhythm. And here we go with Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. I got this for a graduation gift from some really good lifelong friends of ours. And it's a very nice linen fragrance. And I haven't worn it a bunch. I really like the box it comes in because it's like a velvet color, like a velvet feel. And this is like a frosted glass. Good stuff. I haven't worn it very much yet. And then here is Versace The Dreamer. I have to be honest, I really don't like this stuff. It's just really, it just smells like an old person to me. That might sound a little rude, but I'm not trying to be. But the only, I guess, positive thing you could say about it, if you like it, is it lasts a long time. It will get you noticed. But, yeah. And I wouldn't want to be noticed while wearing this. But apparently, like, a lot of people like it, like Jeremy Fragrance and stuff. But after morning, I don't have nearly as much fragrances as, like, Jeremy Fragrance, Redolescence, Chaos Fragrances, Imagine Sense, and Big Bird Business. Man, my hand's getting tired from holding this thing. This is Drakkar Noir. I used to really like this stuff. It's a classic fragrance from the 80s. It's weird because you can feel the spring when you spray it. I used to love this stuff too. My best friend Zach's dad wears this. He loves this stuff. And, there's just a lot better out there. This is CK1 Red Edition. It's, it smells like pear. It has a very strong pear note, which it comes off as very feminine with that note. This was, again, at Marshall's. And, it says for him, but it's more like a unisex scent. And, here is Nautica Life. And this is the second fragrance I got before I went on a cruise or something. And, I've worn it a couple times. I wore it to the movie theater. Didn't last super long. Didn't get any compliments. But, yeah, it's okay. Not my favorite. And then next up we got Nautica Voyage. This is a very, like, summery scent. And, it's like a very oceany, salty scent. And, it's okay, it's not my favorite. I believe this used to have a metal cap but they replaced it with plastic, during one of the reformulations or something. But, it's a blue liquid. And I know some people spray fragrances on their shirts or clothing. I don't really do that unless I know what color the liquid is inside. Because if it's clear, you should be fine, but if it's a different color, it'll probably stain your clothing, like bleach your clothing. Then, this one I don't really like that much. I've never even heard of it. It's called Boys and Blue by Pascal Marabito. It's a very woody scent, and it was cheap, so I picked it up. I might get rid of this sometime, give it to a friend. But the only time I've worn this is to the gym, because I just don't like it, so it's kind of like that. But the only thing, Axe and Bod, I have a lot of Axe and Bod, but I only use those when I go to the gym, or air freshener. But this is Mankind Ultimate by Kenneth Cole. I actually got this from a late gift, Christmas gift from my mom's cousin and her husband. My mom's cousin Sarah and her husband gave it to me, and I like it actually. But it's got a solid cap too, and it's the only problem is kind of generic. It smells like a generic cologne basically. What's cool design with the leather straps on it too. And it has kind of a fade bottle look. Here we go. Is CK1 Shock by Calvin Klein. I'm not a big fan of all the Calvin Klein stuff. I think they're kind of cheap. But this one's good. It's my favorite. It smells like cinnamon apple to me. And I wore this a lot when I was a junior, and I sprayed it on before first period in my culinary fundamentals class. This making food class basically. And it does last a decent amount of time. It's a good fragrance. It's one of the better cheap fragrances. Here we go is another cheap fragrance. This is Burberry London. And I really love this stuff. I got it off FragranceNet, and it reminds me of homecoming when I went my senior year in October. I don't know if it's because it's the fall time, because I didn't wear that one to homecoming. I wore a different one. But it smells like wet leaves almost. It's like reminds me of Christmas and Thanksgiving. It's just my favorite fall fragrance, fall fragrance. And it is a little bit older, but I still think it's a really good fall fragrance. Then next up, we got John Varvatos Dark Rebel. And I got this at FragranceNet. It was like $35. I was either gonna get this or, Artisan Blue. But this one just seemed cooler to me. It's reminds me of I'm in a different house right now, sorry. But this one is like a leather jacket kind of scent. I think one of the notes is leather, and it's like either whiskey or rum. Wish I could really smell that. I've heard someone say it smells like cigarette smoke. I don't think it does. But it's definitely a very masculine scent, probably the most masculine I have. It's got like a wrapping right here. And it has like sugarcane as a note, I believe. And usually with John Varvatos fragrances is they don't usually last long on skin, but this one's kind of an exception because on my skin it lasts a decent amount of time. I've seen these at Macy's. I've never seen this specific one at Macy's. I've seen like Artisan Blue and Artisan Pure and stuff at Macy's, but they sell for like $80 there. I wouldn't pay retail for them because you can get them for much cheaper on FragranceNet. They're really good with discounts. They're like anywhere from $25 to $30 or $35 depending on which you get. And here is, I'm going to start with some of the Ralph Lauren stuff. This is, Ralph Lauren is my favorite brand or fragrance house, and this is Polo Red Intense, and I got this in New Jersey. I was with my best friends for a month in August. June. It's a very sweet fragrance. It kind of reminded me of Skittles. But I picked this up. I was originally going to the military base. I got this at a military base. I originally was going there to get Acqua di Giro Profumo, but I just didn't want it. It didn't seem that special to me at that time. So I got this because I really like Polo Red Extreme. And this is an Eau de Parfum concentration, I believe. So it's a lot. It lasts longer than Eau de Toilette usually. And here we go with this is Polo Red Extreme. The first time I smelled this was on a Royal Caribbean cruise a couple summers ago. It was on display too, and I smelled it and I was like, It reminded me of dessert at first, and I immediately bought it. It was like $89 there at a Tom Ford shop. It was like called the Tom Ford shop in there, and it's like a frosted glass, I believe, or like I don't know exactly what it's made out of, but it does kind of have a narrow distribution. But this is one of my favorites. It's a very good, sweet fragrance if you want to go to a party or something. And here is Polo Blue. I got this on another cruise, actually a Disney cruise, and one of the Disney cruises I went on in it was in February 2018. Yeah, and it's like it smells kind of like cucumber to me. I got a lot of memories with this one because of that cruise. I was on Disney Wonder, or yeah, it was the Wonder. No, I think it was the Dream, or the Wonder. Yeah, and so I do believe this does get a lot of hate in the favorites community. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's really good to me. I don't hate it or anything. I don't reach for it often though. And here is I still got more. And this is the fragrance I was talking about. That is my favorite fragrance. This is Polo by Ralph Lauren, the 1978 formulation, and I believe, and it's really good. It's like a good pine fragrance. It's very strong. And I've gotten so many compliments with this thing, like probably the more out of anything else. And my uncle used to wear this stuff a lot. I think he still does. And I just really love this stuff. It's a classic. I don't hear it getting talked about that much. And then this one, I had to get a backup bottle at Macy's, 8 ounce. And I smelled it, right? And it smelled pretty much the same in the bottle, but a little less pungent. And I sprayed it when I got back to Sean's. When I was with Sean, I got back to his apartment with him, and his wife Kathy smelled. She said it smelled good, but I don't like it nearly as much as the original. This one I was kind of disappointed because the original was so good, and this didn't live up to it. And it's a recent formulation. I'm not sure which one, because I was planning on making Polo my signature scent. Here is Azara's Wanted. Really cool bottle design. I got it at Macy's, and it came like this. It didn't have like a cap on it, and it said tester on it. So I know I always check for that when I buy something, and so I brought it back in, and well, first I turned it upside down and there was some missing, so it's been sprayed. And if you can get a new fragrance and you can smell it through the atomizer, then it's probably been sprayed. Because if you can't smell it, then it's probably never been sprayed. And Sean said he would have never noticed that, but thinking about it, I should have gone with I was there to get either I believe I was there to get Acqua di Gio Profumo or Armani Code Profumo, but I got that one. I probably would have got Azara Wanted by Night instead now. This is one of my favorites by Ralph Lauren. It's Polo Black. My uncle wears this stuff a lot. He really does. He goes from this, he wears this in Polo, but I really love this stuff. I got it at a military base, I believe. It was like $50 for this size, $54. And I wore this to Cleveland for the Cleveland Wizard World Comic Con last year. It was like I cosplayed as the Flash from season 4. I love that show, and Spider-Man. Okay, so this is Bulgari Aqua Amara. It's one of my favorite summer scents. Actually, I brought this to school a lot. Everyone liked it. The nurse shots loved it, like this stuff. And she's freaking, sorry, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there right now, never mind. Yeah, and she actually ripped the freaking, this thing off, and I was like, really? Because people don't notice that the sprayer is right here. And everyone just thinks this is a really fancy bottle design. That's why I got it. And it's supposed to look like a like a drop of water, I believe. And it's like got a good note of mandarin orange. It's very unique. Now I'm gonna get into. Ooh, I actually forgot about this one. This is Hunter Silver. I got this at Gabe's when I have a lot of memories with this one. Me and my sister and my mom went down to Gabe's. It was like a couple 45 minutes away or an hour. And I remember that night perfectly. I just got the new. It was like Game Fuel Mountain Dew, but it was the blue one. It was in October. Danville versus East Knox was playing my school's East Knox. They were big. It was a big rivalry game, and I picked this up. It was like $2. I actually wore this a lot when I was going to jiu-jitsu class at Lashley's, and this is CK2 by Calvin Klein. I got the travel spray, and this is really good stuff. It smells kind of like sunscreen to me. Man, I'm in a different house right now. But, this smells like sunscreen to me, but it's not bad. My, best friend got this when I got Polar Red Intense. But it was the full bottle. And I wouldn't have bought it there because it was like $64 there. And you could get that stuff for like $25 to $30 online. But, yeah, good stuff. Got this for my birthday one year. Let's go with their Versace stuff. This is Versace Dylan Blue. And, it's like, I got this in a gift set. It's very fresh fragrance. It smells like, Dior Sauvage or, Bleu de Chanel. Yeah, and it's very fresh fragrance. Usually, fresh fragrances don't have great longevity from what my experience, but this one really does. Really solid release by Versace. And this is my favorite Versace fragrance, Versace Eros. I wore this a lot to work when I was, doing, when I worked at AVI, where they have, like, a, Harry Potter day, because they tell the kids that come there that they have, they film Harry Potter in one of the dining halls, and, which they didn't, just looks the same. I was the plater there, plate up food, make it look nice, and, I was in bakeries some nights, and, which was the desserts, and, international, just plating up food. They really care about their presentation there. It's called, Kenyon College, a very upscale, expensive college. And, I really love this stuff. And I worked quite a bit there. And, got a lot of compliments. I got this in New York City at Sephora. And, it was like $72 for this size. I was going for this. I was debating with this one or Dylan Blue, but I'm glad I got this one. It smells like mint and apple and vanilla, and it didn't last long on my skin at first, I thought, but now it lasts like over 8 to 10 hours. It's really good. I've been meaning to get a bigger bottle of this too, because I really like it. Here is Paco Rabanne's 1 Million. I got this in Vegas on my Vegas and Hawaii trip in the summer. I was planning on getting a bigger bottle, but this one works fine. I forget what store it was called, and this is this is a really good fragrance. I believe this is one of the most selling fragrances of all time too. Next up is Acqua di Gio Profumo. I gave this another try at Macy's, and I actually really liked it. It has a magnetic cap. It's one of the best sprayers too, I believe. See, yeah, the sprayer reminds me of Dior Sauvage too, yeah, it's a darker take on the original. It's very I would wear it in the spring usually. It's very versatile, so I reach for it also often. Yeah, and it's really good to me. I like the bottom. It's like a really good bottle design, I believe. And, yeah, I really love that stuff. I reach for it often. Next up is, Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum. And, it's a cool bottle. Like, It has the Christian Dior initials engraved on it. It's one of the best sprayers too, probably the best I've used, and you can really the distribution is great. You can control how much you spray, and this one in particular was more expensive. Well, this kind is more expensive than the Eau de Toilette. Because of the concentration, because Eau de Parfum lasts longer on your skin, has more oils, and it was like $128. Like the lady who was selling me it questioned me, she said, ask over and over again, Eau de Parfum, and I was like, yes. I believe the advertiser for this is they use Johnny Depp for this a lot, but everyone knows he's not wearing this. He's wearing something probably better and more expensive. Probably a niche fragrance. I'm not him, but that's what I'm guessing. But, yeah. The only problem... I got a compliment from wearing this immediately at a gas station, actually, from a guy. The only problem, I would say, with this one is everyone has it. You could actually just have this one and be fine, or any other good fragrance. But, yeah, everyone has this. If you wear it, you will smell like pretty much everyone else. That's the risk. It's a really good fresh fragrance. There's a lot. It's not very unique of a fragrance. There's a lot of other fragrances that smell somewhat like it. But, yeah. I definitely wouldn't wear this to stand out in a crowd or anything, but good fragrance. It's one of the fragrances I'm most proud of getting, actually. And then, hold on, let me get this off the stand. This one is one of my all-time favorites as well. He got this at Macy's. It was like $90. This is Jean Paul Gaultier Ultramall. I like it better than the Le Male. And it's very good if you want to go clubbing or go into a party. It's perfect for that. It's perfect for the cold weather. It smells very, very sweet, like bubblegum or cotton candy, and it's probably gives the best performance out of any fragrance I have currently. And I would wear this if I'm going to like a fall festival or carnival, or maybe if I'm going like on like if I'm doing like a camp or something, which I don't do very much. But I really love this stuff. It's got like the stopper right there, but the atomizer on this is a bit weird to me. I'm planning on, I will definitely get a backup bottle of this, but I don't know, is this stuff discontinued? Because I can't find it on a lot of sites like FragranceNet, except for in the like travel sprays. But I can just always find it at Macy's. But it's really good stuff. It's one of my favorites. And let me get this on the stand. Where did that thing go? Yeah, and this has become one of my favorites. So let me show you the full collection right here. If you can see that. As you know, man, you can't really see it there. All of them. Alright, yeah, it's kind of dark. This light went out recently. But, as you know, this is as of 2019. My fragrance collection is always growing. But, I don't have as much as, like, a lot of the other famous, like, YouTubers of fragrance people. But, the only ones I'm planning on getting soon is, Carolina Herrera, C.H. Ben Privé, and La Nuit de l'Homme. But, I might not get this for a while because I'm supposed to be getting an apartment this summer, and after a while, I have to have one that allows pets. Where did he go? Oh, he's sleeping up there. Alice, hey. Yeah, in one of the earlier videos, Uncle was bothering me a bunch. Hey, bud. He's good boy. He's sleepy. He's my best buddy. Hey, bud. Yeah, he's sleepy. Alright, well, that'll be the end of the video, and see ya.